All right, guys, we are back, and it's time for some life advice with Lawn Live, and we've got Daphne Levy, our relationship coach, here with us today. Thank you for coming on.
My pleasure.
All right, so we've covered a couple of different topics, and this week I want to talk about finances. I've had a couple of friends, couples that have gotten married recently, and I feel like this is always a big question that I get asked to me, which is there a proper way to handle finances in a relationship?
There aren't really any rules.
Okay.
Whatever works for you.
Well, that's a scary answer, Daphne. I need some more definition with that.
What do you know? You actually have to think for yourself and decide what's best for you. And it's true for anything in life.
That's true. I think that's the best way to answer it, right? Because there's no set, fast, and steady rule. Like, it's different for every couple as well. So what works for me in my relationship might not be what works for the next person in their relationship.
Exactly. What's important is that you work as a team.
Okay.
And if you work as a team, you're not separating it out because it's your expenses and my expenses, and I'm not going to share with you, and I'm not going to take care of you if you need anything. You work as a team, and you figure as a team that it's best to have separate ones or combined, whatever works to make your life better.
And some people, that's the big thing, is should we have separate bank accounts or should we have joint accounts? What do you see works best?
Again, whatever works for you. Some people have one bank account for the household expenses, and then they take a percentage for their own
your fun money.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I kind of grew up where my parents had a joint account, and then each of them had their own separate account as well. So kind of like you said, there's home expenses, everything that you have to do, and then each person kind of has their own money to do what they need to do with. In my relationship at home, we're kind of the same way. We have our joint accounts, and then we all have like we each have our own separate account as well. And it works, but I will say, we work together, and my husband's actually really good at finances, which is great for me. So he helps kind of plan out those finances and figure out, okay, these bills need to be paid at this time, and then, you know, I'll do like the other spending, like when I need to figure out, okay, well, we need to buy this, where should we get this account from? Or we're going to be traveling, let me put it on this card, or whatever it is. So I think you're right. Every relationship and every situation is different.
Yeah.
So you just have to find what works for you.
That's right.
Now, are finances a common issue you see in clients?
They're not the top issue at all. And
interesting.
The top issue is communication, and right after that is trust.
Yeah.
These two things are deal breakers. Now, finance can be an issue as part of trust.
That's true.
Can be an issue as part of lack of communication.
Absolutely.
Because then you're not in coordination. You go buy a new car. Now there is a big expense when you actually were planning on home renovations. So
that's true.
But the top issues are communication and trust.
Which, like you said, play into finances. Like you said, like if you're communicating, you know, we have a goal of doing this together. But if you're not communicating, one person's on one page and the other person's in a completely different chapter, that's where those issues kind of start to come up. And that trust can kind of start to be hurt. And that person may not be meaning to break your trust at all. It could be like you have not communicated through this situation.
That's right. And with regard to trust, let's say that one of them goes and blows money on gambling.
Yeah.
So there you go. So it's not the finances, it's a trust that's the underlying cause, the underlying issue.
So what are some exercises, like quick little things that people can do right now to try to help make their relationship better and their financial standing better?
Communicate. As I always say, you know, communicate openly, communicate from a team perspective. This is what we need. What do you think? And while you're communicating, don't try to get your way.
Right.
It's my way or the highway.
Right.
Both of you need to be heard. Not every issue needs an immediate solution right now, this evening, when we're both tired. We're both, you know,
so
after a long day. Yeah.
All right, Daphne, where can people reach out to you to get a little bit more information?
My website, marriageaid.com. And our phone number, 661-374-3790.
Thank you so much for coming on today, Daphne. We appreciate you. If we learned anything, it is that communication is key.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you so much.